Welcome back to the Whisky Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. And yes, this is the place where whiskey and food come together in perfect harmony, hopefully. I'm Gustav and this is Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 169. And it is also the first one in a brand new series that I'm doing on 12-year-old single malt whiskies. I'm going to review this one and these four here behind me. Pair them with food snacks and this time around crepes. I'm going to use a crepe for each of these with the relevant filling that will connect perfectly with this whiskey. Again, hopefully that'll be the case. So the first one in this mini series, Auchentoshan 12-year-old from the Auchentoshan Distillery, situated in the Lowlands of Scotland. This is our map. Highlands, Orkney Islands, where Highland Park is, Lowlands, and somewhere around here is Islay, Jura, Arran, and I think right about there is Glasgow, and then the Auchentoshan Distillery. Maybe it'll be better if I put on my glasses and just double check. Yes, there we go. Auchentoshan Distillery in the Lowland of Scotland. It was founded in 1823 and it is owned by Morisson Bowmore, part of the Suntory group. Auchentoshan means corner of the field, and this is a beautiful photograph of the Auchentoshan Distillery, and of course 3 of the copper pot stills. Why 3 stills? Because Auchentoshan is famous for being a Scottish distillery where every drop of the whiskey is distilled 3 times. So triple distilled whiskey. Auchentoshan 12-year-old, triple distilled, which results in a smoother and a lighter spirit, of course. This particular expression matured in ex-Bourbon and ex-Oloroso sherry casks and bottled at 43% alcohol by volume. This is the gift box. Auchentoshan, triple distilled, and some of the tasting notes. A whole lot of information here on the gift box of this wonderful whiskey. The first one in this mini series that I'm doing, 12-year-old. This is of course bracket number 1. These 5 whiskies bracket number 1 because there's going to be a second and a third bracket of 5 different 12-year-old whiskies. And the exciting bit is that at the end of this bracket, after these 5, you can just have a look at the color there. It is a honey gold, but after these 5 whiskies, I'm going to do a summary video where I will reveal which one is my personal favorite out of these 5. And I'm going to see if I can verify that with a blind tasting in the summary video. So here we go. Auchentoshan 12-year-old. Malty, fruity. Wonderful nose, inviting. It wants to draw you in. Sweet. Vanilla, but sort of almost honeyed vanilla, which gives you like a creme brulee, and I think it says that on the gift box, creme brulee. More vanilla, then the citrus and the lime. And then a toasted element like toasted nuts, toasted granola on the nose. This is really delicious. It is smooth, it is sweet. The vanilla, most of what is on the nose is immediately available on the palate. The vanilla, the sweet toffee and honey notes, and then the oranges. And it translates, as I'm sitting here with time, it translates to a citrus marmalade with a hint of a bit of like coconut in the background. Very nice. Citrus, nuts, a bit of ginger in the spicy element to bring the balance, and then right at the end, slightly dry. And I'm talking about the finish. So I'm going to put a few drops of water. Let me do it in front of the camera. A few drops of water. You can see the effect there. Let's see what a few drops of water will do. If it opens up some more. 43% alcohol by volume. You can see the oiliness there. More malt, more toffee, and then almost like a candied citrus peel. Citrus fruit and nuttiness, and then wood spice. So my summary for Auchentoshan 12-year-old single malt triple distilled, bottled at 43%, my summary would be smooth with toffee, nuts and oak spice to bring the balance, and the fruit flavor is predominantly citrus and lime. That will be my summary. The price here in South Africa is around 600 Rand. From what I could find out in my research, about £35 in the UK and about $50 in the United States. So pairing this whiskey with a food snack, and for this series I'm doing crepes. I know in the US we call it pancakes, but in the US pancakes is a thickish, whereas this is quite thin. It's very thin. You can see there, hopefully it's visible on the camera. Thin, it's about the size of this plate, and then we add a filling and then we roll them like a cigar almost. So you can get an idea of the layers there when it's rolled. And I've cut these in 3 pieces, 1, 2, and the one on the fork here. So I'm doing crepes with all of these single malts, and every time I'm using a filling in the crepe when I roll it, that will connect with this whiskey. So in this case, I've decided, because of the sweetness and the vanilla and the citrus and lime, I'm going to go with lemon meringue filling. So I've got lemon meringue pie filling in this crepe, rolled up and cut in 3 pieces. Can you imagine how wonderfully delicious that is? You can see the lemon meringue filling there. It wants to pop out. And I'm going to see how this pairing works. So here we go. I'm getting the lemon, the vanilla filling, the meringue, that sweetness, that juiciness, and then the crepe itself. And as I nose and I get the honey, and it is just coming together. Four and a half plus out of 5. What an outstanding pairing. Auchentoshan 12-year-old with crepe and lemon meringue pie filling. This is wonderful. Thank you for joining me on this adventure and this brand new mini-series. If you enjoyed this, click the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video when I'm going to do the second in this mini-series on 12-year-old single malt whiskies. Until then, sláinte.